here to our 4th annual fashion show and sale of the Señoritas and Señoras of Malachi and Obregon sewing classes, which occur here at the Villas Camino del Mar in the building across the street in the garage. My name is Carol McDougall. I'm from West Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. So just a brief history as people are continuing to seek themselves. This project started in 2010, and I was teaching Angelica, the juice lady who's right next door to the hotel, how to sew. And I made her a promise during that time to bring her a machine, because the one she had was really not very good. And the other lady that used to come and watch whenever she could was Ambita, who again many of you know from her own little restaurant right next door here, and from making pozole down at the square or here as well. In 2011, RVers brought down 6 machines at my request, because I was traveling by air. And they also brought some fabric and some notions. Not a lot, but some. And that year when I came, I ended up teaching 7 students. Now you wonder, I only brought 6 machines. Well, one of the students, who's here today as well, she had her own machine. And so I was able to fix it up sufficiently well that she sewed with us too. And at that time, she was quite pregnant. Anyway, we had our first fashion show that year, and all we had to sell and to show were serapes. And they are brightly colored little items that you pop over your head to give you a little bit of warmth on just a cool little evening down here. In 2012, there were 13 machines that were brought down by RVers, and I had 11 students that year, in years 1 and 2, plus much fabric, as the storeroom here at the hotel will attest to. In 2013, 9 machines came down by RVers again, so I really depend on the RV community. Actually, one of those machines came down in a suitcase. Somebody brought it that way. 4 additional machines arrived by other travelers in their cars, etc. So I had a total of 15 students that year. Now in 2014, 5 machines came down, but we didn't have any sewing that year for personal reasons. Now this year, in 2015, only 1 machine has been delivered, and currently I have 12 students in years 1, 3, and 4. And that means that actually 38 machines have come down in that length of time. Now, we don't have 38 sewers, I don't think. I have actually shared the machines with others, people that worked at Via Canal, and others that were doing a solo sewing class themselves. 4 of the machines of the 38 were brand new. They were actually paid for by a neighbor of mine at home. And he wanted some young ladies to have a brand new machine because he remembered his mother sewing diligently to support the family. And they have now all been given out to well-deserved students. Some of the older machines have not survived the travel, the climate, and the use, and so have had to be put to rest. We're always happy to receive brand new machines or newer mechanical machines. We cannot have the electronics because they can't fix them down here. This sewing project may have started because of my initiative, and I do continue to teach, direct, coordinate, and provide ideas and projects to challenge the students, and I encourage you to support the students through your purchase of items here at the fashion show. But this endeavor is not possible without the support of people such as Gloria and her staff here at Vias Camino del Mar. Also, I have to commend Lilia and Sue, who had the foresight to build such a beautiful setting here for us to have our fashion show each year. I also have to say a big thank you to that RV community, and you can understand why, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to provide the girls with free machines, free fabric, free notions, and have them come and spend their time after work. So those RVers are a big linchpin in this whole project. I'm thankful to people in my Kelowna community, Kelowna, West Kelowna, because I get the machines serviced for free before they come down. I get fabric donated for free from a beautiful lady in a quilt shop in our West Kelowna community, and that goes into many of those little girl dresses that you've seen in the past, and you'll see them again this next year. This project, the cooperative is a federally funded Mexican project, and it involves a 6-month course of instruction, to which it's free to those that qualify. And I would definitely encourage our students to go and be involved, but they also would have to apply and be accepted on their own merit. So this has nothing to do with our program. Each year, as you all know, if you've been coming, I adopt a theme for the fashion show. And this year, my theme is love. It seemed appropriate that February is Valentine's month and that we have this as part of our theme. Love is written about, sung endlessly about, used as a weapon, and with great tenderness. Excuse me as I turn pages. It's the only way I can keep my pages from blowing away in the wind is keep it in my scribbler. There is a mother's love for her child, puppy love, first love, red, hot, mate-seeking love. Sounds like a guided missile. There's casual love, committed love, heartbreaking love, and tender love. The kind that requires no words, just a look or a tender touch. The best analogy I came upon is that of fire and love. To light a fire, you need fuel and a spark. This creates flames and smoke. But more fuel is needed if the fire is to burn. Don't apply too much or you smother the flames. Too little and the flame does not continue. It fizzles out. A good fire burns hot, crackles, settles down and glows. Tinders form, and these ignite new fuel. Much heat is produced. A fire needs air, and to be poked and stirred from time to time. Finally, as fuel diminishes, ashes form, warmth is sustained, and you can move close to the fire. And at this time, they're coals. As we offer learning opportunities to our ladies, we teachers can relate to my analogy, as can all who are in a loving relationship. The 10 Commandments start with love. Love God, love your neighbor as yourself. As the ladies present their garments or items for your viewing and selection, think of why we are all here in Mexico and what brings us back each year, and of my analogy of love and fire. We will begin with year 1, our beginners. There are 6 students and some students were with me 2 years ago. In my absence, very few experiences occurred, so I combined our first and second year in the beginners class again this year. Assisting me in mentoring the students are Mark Van Bakel. Come forward, please. Mark is at the front there. Okay, wave. Mark has been with me 3 years, and she's from Edmonton, Alberta. Linda Rich, wave your hand, Linda, she's here. Rose Bond and Marion Howie are both from Winnipeg, and they're sisters, if you can't figure that one out. And these 3 ladies are here for the first time this year. I cannot thank these ladies enough for their commitment and endurance. Let me present to you our Love and Fire collection of Year 1, Primero Año. Círculo, círculo, por favor. Notice the fabrics. This is a very cool coral polyester serape that Rosa has. And Bertha on our right here has an infinity scarf on. Do you not see the fuel and the spark demonstrated in these 2 items? Just by chance, that bufanda that she has around her neck is very complimentary to her dress. Looks lovely. Away you go, girls, up to the top. Circulo. Away you go. Okay. Thank you. Marichui is in this yellow polka dot gauze, and Tere in this lovely little coral. Again, it's the same fabric that was in the serape previously. Little starstruck. Very good. Come ahead, girls. Don't they look lovely? And with that black underneath the yellow, it's just quite dramatic. Circle around. That's it. Excellent. Okay. Good. There we are, a little wave from our regal model. Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much. Here's Angelise with the long legs, and she's got this beautiful pastel, multi-colored serape. Some of you ladies have expressed a desire for a little longer, wider serapes, so we've got a couple this time that are. Imelda's, she has the bufanda infinito on. It's an infinity scarf. Circulo, por favor. The beautiful gray, beautiful colors. Okay. What gorgeous girls. Muy bonito. Excellent. Gracias. Now we've switched. We've got the bufanda here on the left side and the serape on the right. And they're both in the same pink. And there's a little bit of yellow and a little bit of blue in this as well. So a mix. All right, girls. Circle, circle. That's it, and please come forward. Woo, woo. That's it. Excellent. There you go. Come on. That's it. Way you go. Walk. Aseo. Okay. We have to go. Keep going. Por favor. Oh, wonderful. I love that rhythm. Okay, circle and away you go. Okay, Bertha, gracias. Isn't that a cute little scarf, even with a pair of shorts and a little tank top? How it dresses it up, girls. All you ladies out there, think of those young women in your life that would just love to have a little scarf like that around their neck with their shorts. And the serape too. Now we've got a little rhythm here. Come on. Whoa, whoa. That's the attitude. I just love their dark hair, and would I ever give anything to have that shiny dark hair. Gracias. Beautifully done. Angeles is in this lovely purple polka dot gauze top. She's got the serape, and Imelda has that dramatic red. I can see that deep flame in there somehow. We've got a little stirring here, and it's popping out the fire. It's going to have a little heat coming in this. Good job. They're doing lovely big circles, and it sure does allow you to see all aspects of their outfit. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Very regal, don't you think? The purple and red? Whoa. Bertha's in the pink. Some little sparks are coming out. That orange, we've got that flame. The orange serapes like a tie-dye and polyester. But you know, they're not hot, believe it or not. Come forward. Yes, please. Here. That's great. None of this sedate. Does this serape that Angeles have on look like a little bit of a hot fire? It's kind of got that blue and that red and looking pretty warm. And the scarf that Imelda has on is the same fabric. Just doing something different with the fabric makes an entirely different little item of interest. Great job. I can't believe it, the little top that Imelda's had on is absolutely lit gorgeous with every piece she's worn. It's such a beautiful little item. Thank you, girls. Now, Marichuy has the Bufanda Infinito on, and thank you, Bertha. Great job. And Here are two ladies. Great. A little rhythm and blues here now. Whoa. Swagger. Yes. Yes. I go. Great. We had 4 students in year 3, and their class days have been Wednesday and Thursday from 3 to 6, and a couple of days went a little later than that. The sewing project for this class is the construction of 2 items of personal clothing using a paper pattern. You cannot buy paper patterns in Mexico, so I bring them down from Canada, and they all have Spanish translation in them. This involves choosing the pattern size, style, and figure type according to their personal measurements. They chose the fabric for their project from our stash here in our storeroom. These students 2 years ago made a child's garment using a paper pattern. The students have been mentored by Ann Jeffs. Ann is up at the top on the right. Isabel Hadford. Ann is from Toronto, Ontario. Isabel is from Clearwater, British Columbia. Ann has had 3 years with us now, and Isabel 2. Sue Bartness from Mount Rainier, Washington, USA, is our token U.S. Teacher with us. Great going, Sue. She represents you very well. And Sue now has been with us for her 2nd year. And the additional person that's been there is Marilyn Church. Marilyn, for the help that they offer in so many ways to both the students and myself. Another individual who has stepped forward is Debbie or Deborah Simon at 84 Abel Salgado, Via Obregon. And she sells the vintage silver jewelry. And when approached by me about 2 weeks ago, Debbie, she agreed to dress the students up in the 3rd and 4th year in her vintage silver to enhance their runway image. The items worn by the students in years 3 and 4 are available for sale, but you need to see Debbie individually. It has nothing to do with us at the school, and it's just on loan for us for this moment. So I'm ready now with my first student in year 3. We have Esther. So let me present to you the first of year 3, Esther. Esther selected a simplicity pattern and a casing at the waist to adjust the circumference. The front and back seams are welt seams, and all raw edges were zigzag. Her sheer cream polyknit top from Simplicity has a soft drape front and back from the scoop neckline. It is very feminine, and the cap sleeves were finished with a self-bias of the same material. Jasenia has made tops, a top and shorts, and it's from a Kalia Ali. The hem at the bottom is double stitch. All the shorts are zigzagged inside for finish. Her top is quite loose, and it was actually sewn with a very small zigzag to provide for stretch. Edith, to all us we English-speaking people. Edith is our petite mother of 3 girls, and she selected the same machine stitching which used to hem the pant legs. The crotch seams are welt seams, and all seam finishes were zigzag. Edith, her top in this wonderful bright lemon yellow crinkle polyester is feminine with a soft draped neckline. Has top stitch sleeveless view and zigzagged hem on the bottom. Ramona is my senior in my class. She has 11 children. Ramona was immediately attracted to the fabrics she chose for her skirt and her top. Although the flirty flounce on the back receives some hip action to flip it. Esther fell in love with this fabric for the blouse. It was a perfect match for the little pants. And it's a khaki linen fabric from one of our residents here in the hotel. And it is absolutely a perfect match, and she's our tomboy. Looks great. The top shoulder seams have French seams. The V-neck neckline is faced and is top stitched, and the narrow hem on the cap sleeve and the hemline were machine stitched too. Whoa! Whoa! Great job, Ambita. Por favor. Ambita. You've seen Ambita many times. The size range was from size 6 to 22. It's suitable for body shape slim, average, and curvy. A little bit. The master pattern was made after they obtained their personal measurements, chose the pattern size and shape, and it was curvy for these two girls. And they had tried on our program's master pattern made from cotton. We now have Angelica. Angelica was my very first student out on the street. She does sewing for neighbors and visitors and has been improving every year in her competence. We hope they will make another pair of pants for their individual fit, using their personal pattern as a guide. Angelica's fabric is a cotton twill in beige. It's kind of a yellowy tinted cotton beige. It matches those little beads well on her black top. It's a long short with patch pockets that are being top stitched, contoured waistband, fly front, machine stitched hem. She made buttonholes and a button for closure, as this is your chance to show support for the senoras and senoritas. Your clapping and well wishes and purchase of what they make is invaluable. For those who are unaware, all proceeds from the fashion show sale return 100% directly to the student who made the item. And we have, first of all here, we have Angeles, and that's the backpack she made. And there she's showing you the backpack. It's in jean, and it has the D-ring closure. Imelda, she has a rust backpack on with like a rust webbing now. Last but not least is Mari Chewy. We have Angelica, and she's showing a print version. The inside is a jean fabric, and there is a zippered pocket on each of these jean version print on the outside. So would you hold the bag up and show the cierres? Por favor. Por favor. There's no pocket inside these two bags. They're on the outside, and it has a zipper. Great. And Beta is showing you these. They look like they're quilted, and they have a plain cream polyester lining. The pockets are inside this bag, and there are 2 of them in each of the bags. Again, you see, just keep going. Very dramatic, and it has the pockets inside. It also has the circle closure, and that's what adjusts the length. We do have these backpacks in short, medium, and long, most of them in long. Esther with her, it looks to me like stained glass windows, and there's only one of them. Come along, Esther. And it has rust colored lining, very complimentary. 2 pockets inside, fit very well, comfortable. Your groceries will go a long ways coming home with that. Ramona, come along. Ramona's carrying 3 bags, 1 on her body and 2 in her hand. And these are all little shoes on these bags. Each one has a different lining. So we have a red lining, rojo. We have a blue, azul, and a pink, rosa. So they're all complementary to the bag. Helping out here again, she's our 1st year, but this is the 3rd and 4th year project. And this one is golf bag. Here you have golf. And here we have Angeles again. This is a little sweetheart floral bag with green lining. And again, this one I think has a buckle closure. These fabrics actually, and the trims, were shared with me by a group I belong to in Kelowna called the Gifts to Grandmothers organization. And they provided me with the pre-cut fabric and trim. That one that Esther has is in a poly cotton. This is in an upholstery fabric that Ramona is carrying. And it has a different trim. Every one is absolutely unique. And now we have Imelda showing the rose colored bag with the little pink beads. And next we have Edith, and she has an upholstery fabric. It's in blues and black. Very beautiful bag, very firm. And we have Angelica. She made this bag, and it's the dramatic oranges on black fabric in the middle of the larger section, coin trim, and it has and we have Esther, and here she has another upholstery fabric. This is kind of nice little subtle cream on green.
And I thank her too.
Okay.
Thank you, lady.
And to Gloria, we present this bag.
Oh, hey!
You've got my things in it right now, but look after them well.
Thank you, thank you. Lovely.
Thank you for all your support, Gloria. Thank you, ladies.